Welcome back to another great episode of the 25 and Over Club. It's your boy, Billy a Bad Guy, give these bitches hope. Now these bitches thinking me like I'm the Pope.
Hey.
Taking man because I'm trying to use his throat.
Hey.
We in the shower, guess the nigga drop the soap. Zesty, you know these niggas want to test me. He's on my body like a cop trying to arrest me. Yes. Also known as Billy the Bad Guy, Billy the Goat, Billy the Kid, Bills.
And it's me, Renee Proper, a.k.a. No, mess it up backwards. Well, I'm still Renee Proper, a.k.a. And you are tuned into another wonderful episode of the 25 and Over Club, and life gets real after the age of
25.
All right. And we have some wonderful guests. Someone's not a stranger. The other one is definitely not a stranger.
No, we got family in the house.
We have Wolf of House Stark in the building. And we have Bree from the Honestly Though podcast as our beautiful, not special guest, but a guest host on this episode.
Two Geminis on the same couch.
Oh,
Hey, they don't know what they did. They don't know what they did. They about to find out,
Y'all
though.
coming up in the game.
What size you gonna get to?
Oh my God.
It's a mission.
Again, there is about 4 Geminis and 4 Tauruses in here, and there's only.
Do you like any other
Queers.
sign other than a Virgo?
Like, damn. Like, what is it really about?
Like, everything's wrong with every sign.
You should feel blessed.
I do get along with Geminis, but there's a recent Gemini within the last couple of days who really wants to suck my dick, and I don't want you to suck my dick, but you want to suck my dick. Actually, you want to suck my man's dick, but you don't want to suck my dick.
Oh, it could have been a good time, but
No.
Well,
almost.
We're gonna have a great episode
Right.
today. Okay.
No, Geminis be turning on me. First one pulled a knife out on me, now the other one with my man. Like, damn.
What did you do to
So they
them?
on your body, they on your body like a cop trying to arrest you, right?
You on my body like a cop trying to arrest me.
All I'm saying
Anyway.
is, what did you do?
What did I do?
What did you do?
I was nothing but a real nigga.
Because you did something.
Okay.
My bad, Billy.
Long story short.
Billy the
Too much.
gaslighter.
Perhaps.
Really, the gaslighter.
Long story short,
Self-reflection?
he did something I didn't like, so I told his best friend what he said about her behind her back.
That's
So you
giving
being
Real
messy.
Housewives.
Not messy. I was being honest.
Okay.
Yeah, and the troublemaker. All right, so let's start this show off with. I just made this quick icebreaker up because it's toxic. We introduced Bree, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was here.
All right, favorite fast food restaurant: McDonald's or Chick-fil-A?
Is that a question?
McDonald's is
That's
top tier. First of all, McDonald's is top tier.
I judge it, and this is why you're a Virgo, because like only Virgos would choose McDonald's. Like trash food, and all they have
McDonald's
is
is
just the
quality.
name.
McDonald's?
White-
I feel like, okay.
White Castles.
Okay.
Oh, we
First
only
of all-
doing 2? It's just McDonald's and Chick-fil-A?
I was just
I
making
don't
this
got
up.
anything. Listen,
White Castles slap.
White Castle will always win. I'm sorry.
Clap your hands if you down for White Castles.
Listen, y'all asses
You
is
gotta
stanky.
call me Harold or Kumar, because I'm always down
Because
for White Castle.
White Castle, and I don't know, like
Right now.
you literally have to have a criminal record and a couple missing teeth to work inside.
Right.
And-
That's why the food tastes good.
And you have to learn how to fight. That's like 3 things you have to know how to fight: a missing tooth and a criminal record to work at White Castle.
Give the
Okay,
extra flavor.
and so does Waffle House and
You need to see.
you have to know how to fight to work at
Waffle House, yeah, you gotta have an MMA background.
MMA, yeah.
And like some like ding dong ditch practice
Yeah.
to work for them.
You saw those videos of the
No.
videos of the girl in Waffle House when she took that chair and said, "Get
Yes.
over here."
I see
Mortal
all of
Kombat.
No.
I went
Segue, guys. Wolf, next time we need to put the cameras this way.
Yeah,
Because fucking Spider-Man.
I just let you borrow the
This would be the
Instagram of
most
this guy.
perfect
So I definitely
blooper.
just put this on my Instagram.
Oh, is that what you did? Okay, because I have to get some video.
All right.
That would have been a great TikTok behind the scenes of a podcast.
All right, so White Castle, you said, and then my other one is top tier Chipotle. Everybody here knows I eat Chipotle
that's
every
fast
single
food.
day.
It's Chipotle fast
You
food.
can't put that in the same category as White Castle.
Yeah,
like
it's definitely
Chipotle
not.
is in a category of like, give me something else that's like
Golden
fast food.
Corral,
Golden Corral.
I never had Golden Corral.
Where you from?
New York.
Where do you have a Golden Corral?
I go out of town a lot.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's
I never had Golden Corral.
I ever been to one was in like
Yeah,
Pennsylvania,
yeah.
and Florida.
Good.
I've never been to Cracker Barrel, and
Cracker Barrel.
On
top of
breakfast.
Cracker Barrel just feel racist when you walk.
Yeah, but it's like
It just
shit. You
feel
can
racist.
feel your ancestors judging you when you going there, but it's just like you just have to like shut up, Margaret. Like I need these eggs.
Margaret.
Yeah.
That shit's
I'm-
flat.
Margaret.
Unpopular opinion, I think In-N-Out Burger is so overrated.
I never had it, but I
that
agree
shit slaps too.
It don't
That shit
slap.
Don't like
The
it.
fries don't
That shit
slap.
slap.
Okay.
I don't like
No.
I heard
And
they're
it's
the worst
affordable.
fries ever of all fast food.
Because why
Yo,
you
they
only give
real
me two
fries.
options? I don't like that.
They like make them in front of
Wendy's
you.
real fries.
N-
No, Five Guys. Five Guys.
Five Guys.
Real
Yeah, Five Guys.
fries,
They're seasoned fries. They Cajun
Yeah.
fries slap,
Cajun
and then
fries.
Another unpopular opinion:
What?
fries shouldn't be seasoned.
Oh,
I
that's
don't-
real unpopular.
Well,
for
what
sure.
kind of
It's-
seasoning you talking
it's
about?
real
Nothing. It
unpopular.
should be just a little salt, and that's it. Fries
Nah.
should just stay.
That's In-N-Out fries.
innocent.
That's literally
Not
In-N-Out
innocent.
fries.
you know,
innocent
No,
fries.
molest my fries.
and
You
unpopular
fries.
opinion: Burger King is the worst. Burger
don't-
King's trash.
Fries?
agree with that.
Burger King fries.
I don't
McDonald's got the
agree
best
with
I
nuggets.
like Burger King burgers.
McDonald's Burger King is nasty.
Burger King got the best burgers. The charbroiled
King.
shit.
Burger King.
What you
Yeah.
I like Burger
Yeah.
King
Burger
burgers.
King.
Oh my
McDonald's?
God.
I like
Y'all
Burger King
intestines,
Yo, your arteries.
My
No,
intestines,
their
you White
food is
Castle.
actually more.
Wait.
They
Don't
sell
do
real
that.
food.
McDonald's.
McDonald's has
That's
been
better.
tested to have a very low percentage of real food in their items.
Well, I was just telling you and Wolf earlier today.
Almost nothing.
I don't
like
care. I eat hit in the head meat.
Half of
I love it. I love it. But in New York City, in Chinatown, I read an article today that they shut down the Chinese restaurant in New York City because they were selling roof meat.
So it really
Yep.
was dog meat?
I'll show you the articles.
And it's on Canal?
You can now.
Let me get the Subway people mad.
Y'all seen back in the day when they was collecting the pigeons?
Yes.
Yes.
And they were
The
selling it at
lady was-
Popeyes.
Mm-hmm.
No. First of all, no. The pigeon meat is too tiny. Cause you ever seen Popeye's
But,
breast?
Yeah, that's facts. That's,
but have you ever seen a New York City pigeon?
No, they not that big. It's the BBQs,
They like
no.
the
It's the
Debo of
BBQs
pigeons.
chicken wings you should worry
yes.
about. Them pterodactyl wings. They ready to just
Listen,
fly off the plate.
Renee, don't ruin the sticky wings for me.
Yeah.
Please.
They
Don't
are
ruin the sticky
Yo,
wings.
but I remember seeing the video. Yo, V, my sister said, y'all. Remember your amputated leg father showed us a video of the Popeyes? It was I don't remember the rat one, but
Just come in, girl. We'll just edit it out.
Like, just,
not you
hi,
yet. Hurry
guys.
up. Now he got Popeyes. You can't talk about it.
Oliver, can you
You can't talk about Popeyes.
Yeah, get your bag. And before you go back, grab the plunger.
We were just talking about Popeyes. Billy said
Yeah.
Popeyes is pigeon meat.
Popeyes chicken
move.
sandwich.
Huh?
What?
But V, remember we was
I
just
was kidding.
when he had the van and his van had teeth. That's when my father had money in a leg.
Ooh, not money in a leg. I'm out of here.
We're going to hell.
My friend recently had Popeyes, and she said she had got the tenders.
Uh-huh.
She said one of them looked like a real rat.
Come in the mic.
So my friend, she had said she went to Popeyes. She got the tenders, and it looked like an actual like rat, like it was a fried rat. And we work in Flushing. That's where she got it from. So you know, Flushing is a lot of Chinese people.
Are you serious?
Ay,
Come on now.
coño.
Are you
Hey, man,
serious?
I ain't go back. I'm like, nah.
Hell no, they
No.
go back.
Listen,
All right.
I mean,
The fuck?
We
I'm not
are-
trying
we
to
have-
be Tom or Jerry. Like, just
Be careful what you eat, y'all.
Can we-
And
Be
all the
careful what
Chinese
you eat.
food places that closed down in COVID, those little seafood boy places that you see popping up,
Oh,
those
stop.
are old Chinese restaurants.
See, I don't eat General Tso's chicken.
I'm not.
No.
I'm
I
not
don't eat-
eating vermin.
No, I'm not going to Chinese restaurant eating General Tso's chicken, right? But in the name of Allah, I'll eat halal General Tso's chicken because I feel like y'all not gonna play with Allah like that.
Hello. Would you eat ass?
I eat it.
Okay.
Anytime this question gets brought up, it negates everything else. I swear to God, it negates everything
why-
else.
God.
General's house. That's
I'm not eating no
that's
rat.
all. But okay,
But you eating that booty.
But you're
you
not.
gonna eat that ass?
Yeah.
You're not consuming.
Booty is different from rat.
It is. That's
might be
a
Rat
worse.
is everywhere.
It might be worse, nigga. Shit.
booty number.
Hold on. Another.
Oh my
welcome to
God!
another
All right, let's
unhinged
get to
episode
welcome
of
to
the
another unhinged
All I'm
episode
saying
of 25
is-
and Over Club. Ooh, we have drinks.
Ooh, yeah.
God bless.
Thank
Oh.
you.
God
Oliver
bless.
the
Shout out to
bartender.
Oliver.
God bless. Appreciate you, dog.
Cheers to another great episode. And listen, people, if you're watching the camera right now, there's a lot going on. It's a lot behind the scenes.
It's a packed house.
Make sure you buy your ticket to the live show because you're gonna see all the craziness.
All
the
of us
craziness.
and all
Yes.
our pod cousins.
All our podcasts.
Cheers, 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 cheers.
All right, so let's get into the show. It's another great episode of Manslation. And again, this is Wolf's
got
outline.
Wolf-
And
Wolf
you know
of
what? Let me
House
tell y'all
Stars.
something. Stop taking stuff so personal. Wolf is just telling y'all what y'all need to hear, what we need to hear, and we all learn stuff from him. You know, you may agree, you may disagree.
And that's okay.
But don't be mad. Like,
Come on, somebody coming for Wolf?
They're not coming for him.
Yeah,
but
they definitely are, for sure.
Okay.
They definitely are.
The last one with the
Point 'em
money
out.
thing,
They didn't like that.
and they had trauma.
they didn't like it.
They didn't like that.
It's
They didn't
okay.
like that.
They got
didn't like that
trauma.
at all. Yeah.
okay.
You got trauma, speak to your mama.
Right.
All right, so the first topic is, should men stay away from broken women? And define what's a broken woman.
Yes.
Yes.
Just stay away from broken women.
You should stay away from broken.
What's a broken woman? Woman.
Woman.
Go ahead, Wolf.
Somebody,
Right.
somebody who is still holding on to the trauma of their past. That's a broken woman.
Yes.
Well, you know what? It's like not even because that might not even be fair to say, but like if the trauma of your past is stopping you from showing up for your partner,
Yes.
that's it.
Yeah.
If the trauma of your past is stopping you from showing up, because it's like you're not in a relationship just because niggas is cute. Like you in a relationship because it makes sense for you to be there.
Right.
Right.
Is there any examples of that you could like pinpoint out that's like that gives you a signal of a broken woman? Like, oh, this girl has baggage or she has
Like-
some issues.
Like
Oh, she
somebody,
broke.
like somebody who got cheated on.
Oh, she broke.
Like let's say like you was living in a house with somebody, you was maintaining a household, and then one day like you really got like manipulated by that person. Like they really betrayed you. Like damn, you cheated on me, you broke my heart.
Mhm.
Yeah.
However many years later or whatever the amount of time is, they still have not regained their trust for men.
Right.
And so now you got a good man in your life because you chose him. So I'm assuming he's a good man since you chose that nigga. And you don't know how to like trust him. He's never given you a reason to not trust him, but every now and then you like shit trigger you, like you remembering shit from the past, and then now it's like you always accusing them.
Right.
You always starting drama. You always starting arguments. Like that's a broken woman. There's two ways you could look at that. You could look at it like I need to prove to her that I'm different. You know what I mean? I need to prove her it's a safe space. Or you could look at it like
Don't save
fuck nah. You know what I mean?
Don't say it, but she
As
don't-
my mama say, don't say these hoes.
Yeah.
A broken woman.
And it's like a lot of broken women or people in general, because you know this is for everybody.
right. All
Um,
It's for
maybe
everybody.
tune in.
maybe it's they broken like family stuff, or you know,
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
I battle with the term daddy issues.
Okay.
Mhm.
I don't. And I'm not saying it's not real. I just believe I see in a lot of women and men grow up like beautiful people without a father figure in their lives. So it's like, so she has daddy issues. Or they'll pinpoint a woman that hops from man to man or likes abusive relationships because they probably saw their father abuse their mom, or they didn't have a father, so they don't know. So it's that could be indication of a broken woman. So those I believe are a little bit more dangerous
Yeah.
because they're
So
that's
what are
deep.
signs? Did we say what were signs of a broken woman?
mean,
No,
I'm
I'm asking now.
Yeah.
Coming from, I would say that I was definitely broken
Mhm.
for a long time. And it's funny because both things that both of y'all have said, Wolf and Renee have both mentioned, are both things that I have dealt with.
Mhm.
Not necessarily the cheating, but just like
Mhm.
the other things that you mentioned. And then like growing up with an abusive like family and
Mhm.
things like
Mhm.
that. It's weird because you don't know that you're broken until you're faced with somebody who maybe is also broken, but especially somebody that isn't broken. And now it's like normal things that they're doing is like so foreign to you, and you're taking out you're making past mistakes of other men. You're taking it out on them.
Right.
So that's one of the signs to look out for, is just like you having to prove yourself.
Right.
Red flag. You shouldn't have to prove yourself. And I think men should know this too. You shouldn't have to prove yourself as a man,
Right.
but especially you shouldn't have to prove your worth to that woman. Like
Right.
if I'm with you and you chose me, you
Yeah.
clearly saw some
So-
worth.
Right.
Yeah.
So anything that I have to
Yeah.
prove moving forward should just be sustainability, that I can sustain whatever I've given you already.
Right.
When we're the women that make you have to prove like you're not cheating on us or you're not doing this, you're
For
not
sure.
doing that, then you're broken.
You're
Mhm.
broken.
Because
Yeah.
that's just your own trauma
Yeah.
coming up. Guilty.
It's like they probably
Guilty.
just shouldn't be. I don't believe like you said, they don't know, so they
Yeah.
constantly get into the relationship because love and attention and companionship feels great.
Oh yeah.
So a part of you is
100%.
not like, it's like I don't care if I'm broken, I still want a man.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like they move through life always changing their partner, and then for a man, an indication of a woman that's potentially broken is like she can't sustain a relationship at all for long term,
Yeah.
even with friends.
Ooh,
If you have a female that's always coming around fussing about her friends, talking about her friends,
That's a fact.
it's something that's signaling in her brain like you hang out with these people,
these toxic
that you
people.
seem that you don't
Right.
like.
What you think she's
Something's
doing
wrong
about
with
you?
Yeah.
In spaces when
Yeah.
you're
Something's
not
wrong
around.
with you because you're always at brunch with them. You're always out.
always taking vacations and
Always
shit
on
with them.
vacation
but
with
you-
them and come back and tell me the craziest stories.
Yeah.
Like that's a person that has some psychological.
You don't
things.
even like Tasha.
Yeah, but she's always around.
What you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's like
And you
so
Tasha godmother.
Yeah,
you Tasha
like-
baby godmother.
yeah, but I hate this nigga, but I'm going to the wedding though. Sitting there marching down the aisle, bridesmaid.
Nah, that's true
Yeah.
though.
I hate
Wow,
this nigga so
That's what I tell my
crazy.
friends. Guess I'm back with my nigga, and y'all need to shut the fuck up and just make sure you're at the wedding.
Clink,
And
clink.
if anybody say they object, you're not gonna
Yeah,
come away
but
from my
are we
motherfucking
talking
wedding
about?
and say you
Wait,
object.
are you the person
I'm
that
gonna eject off my
Imagine.
fucking aisle and bust your ass. Eject.
Do they still ask that?
they you can have it cut out?
Yeah, we gonna cut that out.
Yeah, we
Well,
got.
if
I definitely
If y'all came to
that's
my
the-
wedding, y'all already agreed to it.
First of all, I'm gonna have a Glock up under my dress.
Sam.
Like, bitch.
You gonna have the Glock
Yeah,
underneath your
not
dress.
only fit up everything. If anybody
Glock and
objects to
Ferrari.
this, I would just flash them.
Sam, because
Oh,
I know
okay.
you
Fuck
want
around
no
and
gay
find
wedding.
out.
I know that's right. Where the chart at?
We got
So
we got bail money.
we said broken women, right? But what are some signs of broken men?
Mm.
Oh, the same shit.
It's
I
same
believe
shit.
the same.
The same
Because
shit.
humans, as much as we love to separate and
Same
saying, oh,
shit.
men, women, there's certain things that make us, a human.
Yeah.
What's worse, a broken man or a broken woman?
I
all
don't believe
bad,
any is
bro.
worse than
It's all
I
bad.
don't believe any is.
It's
any
all
is
bad.
worse.
If you find yourself in the company of a broken person, it's just
Person.
bad. Man,
A broken
woman,
friend.
woman, man.
Yeah.
Like friendships, a
And
person
they
that's
just
never
suck your
happy.
energy dry.
Like a
Yeah,
super
they
insecure
just-
person. That's a broken person. Super
Yeah.
insecure. They so insecure. It's
Suck you
like,
like
damn, I
a
can't
lolly
enjoy
lolly.
shit with
You
your
can,
ass.
yeah, negative.
You're so
Just super
fearful
yeah,
or so
yeah.
negative. It's like
Everything
nothing
a
is
good day turns into a
nothing's ever enough. It's
When
like
you go out-
I might just be like a charismatic person and say hi to somebody because that's who I am.
Yeah.
Motherfucker be thinking
That's a problem.
create a whole narrative like
Yeah.
you doing some shit. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
Yeah, because the last
Yeah,
time
I
a
know.
nigga was besties with a
Gemini.
friend,
you too nice. You must be. You must want to fuck
Friendly.
him. It's like damn, like
fucking
not
her.
too much type shit. Like let me be who I am.
Let's go to the next topic.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. How is there no safe space for a man to critique / encourage women in ways that they could be better?
How is there
How
no
is there
safe
no
space?
space?
Wait,
I believe men
What's the-
give us their opinion on a lot of things all the time.
I think-
Renee said y'all should shut up some. Matter of fact.
I think what he's saying is it's like usually like I think the world has kind of yeah, like usually like I think when a man maybe try to like put a shorty on game or something like that, or he might try to give us just like some little advice or something, she might feel like personally attacked, like don't tell me shit. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? Like don't tell me what I could be doing. Don't tell me about my friends than my friends. You know what I mean? Like don't tell me about wearing this. I like to dress how I like to dress. It's, I don't know, just something like that. Like sometimes I think that a guy should be in a woman's life to try to help where he can and vice versa, right? And in some of those ways, it's like, it's just you trying to help with things that you see as like logical. Like, oh, maybe stop doing this because that's not getting you the results that you're looking for.
Yeah,
type
We
shit.
don't take the truth easily.
No, we don't, and we see it as a sign of there's no safe space because we do see it as a sign. We see it oppressively. It depends on if it's coming from a place of love. It's context. If I'm with you and we fucking with each other and you telling me certain shit, yeah, I might be receptive to it eventually, but not in the
You s-
beginning.
right, it's the might. That's
Yeah.
that's why. You know what I
Instead
mean?
of trusting that
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
doing it out of to only make me better. No, yes. I think women especially like it's a lot of it's like a trauma response to
Mhm.
misogyny, right? So it's like
Mhm.
men have constantly been in control. Men have constantly told us what to do. It's
Yeah.
almost like ancestral in our blood to
Mhm.
some extent, right? Like I remember my brother asking me one time, like my boyfriend was asking me to do something, and I was sitting in front of my brother, and I was like I gave him a little bit of an attitude. My
Mm.
boyfriend left the room, and my brother said to me, "Why did you do that?" And I was like, "What you mean?" And he was like, why didn't you just why weren't you receptive to what he was saying?
Mm.
And that was the first time where I really looked at myself and I was like, oh shit, I really don't be listening to what he be having to say to me.
Mhm.
Mm. That's
Like
real.
my brother said it. My
Yeah.
brot's like one of my best friends. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh, bet.
He
Okay,
wouldn't
you
lie
were
to you.
receptive to
And
your
I was
brother.
receptive to my brother. So why am I not receptive to my man when he's saying something to me? And I realized it was definitely a trauma response. Like it's generational. Like I said, it's like we don't want to be told what to do by men because for so long men were in
Yeah.
control.
Right.
yeah.
But instead of having that attitude, we have to understand that if this is the person that we chose, they love us, they care about us, they only want to make
That's the part.
make us better.
Yeah.
So I
That's
have to
the part.
be receptive. So no, I get it.
What was something? I'm gonna start with you, Renee. What's the last time a man tried to critique you, and gave you feedback, and
That's
you
the
kind
word,
of
man.
didn't like it?
All the time.
Damn, why they be telling you so?
All the, no, not that they always tell me, like, I always was like, I didn't like it because I did not think, again, I have a different experience from certain women, especially with males.
Yeah.
My father doted on me, never told me anything was wrong. I'm not used to men speaking to me in any kind of way that's not complete perfection.
See, that's gonna
I'm
get
not
somewhere.
used to that. Like, I'm not the greatest thing since sliced bread. Like, that's my relationship with men from my father. So that's my daddy issue, like, if you could call it that. So it's like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Right, because my dad didn't even talk to
My
me
dad
like
didn't
that.
speak to me
Your
like that or
conditioning
critique
is-
me.
So what-
My condition is
Princess.
super positive,
Yeah.
super positive for men. So it's like
That's heavy.
danger. When I
that's
hear
heavy.
something, what do you mean? Like if my mom would tell me, or because I'm used to my mom being critical,
Yeah.
more aggressive. That was the dynamic in my
Jamaican
family.
mom?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
Both
usually
of,
how
but
it
both
goes.
of them
That's
are.
how it
But
goes.
both of
Oh,
them
okay.
are.
How
That's
it
the crazy.
go.
My father is a Jamaican man, but it's so far removed from the stereotypical
Yeah.
aggressive
I love
Jamaican
that.
man. He is sweet,
I love that for you too.
doting, positive, like just so nice, like. And it's like, what do you mean? It's like I have voice notes as a 34-year-old woman. My dad just telling me I'm just the great. You're just so beautiful.
But
Love you so much.
you said 34. I was gonna say respectfully, at your big age, don't you think like you need to just like just put that to the side and realize
I
this
do,
is
and
the world?
that's what I'm saying.
She's
I'm
learning. She going through it.
explaining.
She going
So
through it.
now I'm going through it, like,
Yeah.
Because you
at
identified
first,
it.
of
That
course,
was-
and this is not my current relationship. This is
Right.
relationships before.
Yeah.
So
your growing
it's like
process.
I'm grown past that, and I was like, oh, it's not. And I had to talk to my dad about it. I'm like, this nigga's like saying, he was like, well, I
Yeah.
think you should, and I was like, and that's when I was more
Yeah.
open to them. And it's again, with my partner or past partners I had to kind of, we were learning each other, and this is how I like to be spoken to. And if you want me to have a receptive,
Yeah.
emotion to the things you're trying to tell me or teach me, you can't come at me this
Right.
particular kind of way.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna shut down no
Yeah.
matter what. You could be telling me in the beginning of Bitcoin, I'm gonna be a millionaire, just put $50,000. If you just, stop wasting your money and we can do
Right.
Bitcoin. The moment you
The
raise your
delivery.
voice, it's over.
Daddy issues is is that picking up on your headphones on Bree?
You can still poke
Yeah.
your head out and tell them to shh. I will if you want me
Just
to.
tell them to hold it. I think it's really interesting that you say that and you explain that relationship with your father because I think that dads miss the goal. Like all they want to do is empower their daughter.
Yeah.
And all they want to do is let their baby know that like, baby, you special and I love you. And they trying to pump your brain up with like
Yeah.
as much self-confidence as possible.
Child, it was like coke. It was like drugs. I was high on that
Right. But the
shit.
thing is
That's
like,
dopamine.
Yeah, like just
Dopamine.
hearing
yeah.
those wonderful things that when I'm
Affirmations is dopamine.
But the thing is, it's like nobody's gonna love you like your father will, and not only that, but you only have that relationship with your dad, though. So then you get out into the world, and now like your dad, he becomes less and less a part of your life the older you get. You know what I mean? Now another man is coming into your life, and when he does, it's hard for him to be who he needs to be because it was like that's not the relationship your dad had with your mom. You know what I mean? The way he was speaking to you. He don't speak to his wife like that because he couldn't. It
Right.
would be counterproductive to.
By the time I was like probably conscious as a child, they were already broken up. But they had a great co-parenting relationship. But he's just an overall sweet man, just a
Right.
sweet person. Of course, he's not no punk or no pussy.
No. But
Because
Don't play
it makes
Don't play
it
with
makes
it,
it hard
but-
for the next man though, because now it's like, well, to do my job, because like one thing a woman to say all the time, I don't want no weak ass nigga. I don't want no nigga who not confident. You know what I mean? So it's like, well, with the confidence comes his assertiveness and him saying like, I've been peeping the way you've been doing this. Let's try doing it a different way, or maybe you shouldn't hang out with them people. Just him seeing your life. You know what I mean? Because now he's in partnership with you,
Right.
looking at your shit from a bird's eye view. And then you don't know how to be receptive to that because it's like, nigga, don't be trying to be an authority to me. You know what I mean? I've
Yeah.
never had to.
Especially as like we spoke about on a previous, especially if you haven't proven certain things that you can be a leader. You're
That's
the
important,
head of
'cause
this
you gotta prove.
relationship.
That's-
You gotta prove.
I can't just blindly follow you because
Nah,
you're a
for
man
sure,
and because of
for
a
sure.
title. There's certain things that have to happen
For sure.
before I start acting a certain way. And like
Yeah.
in layman's terms, submissive. If
Yeah.
you want me to be submissive to you, you gotta show me that.
You
Yeah.
Give me something to submit to.
I think that's where the women got me wrong last time. For real. It was just like,
clear it up.
yeah, if I could just clear it up.
Clear it
Like the
up.
way they got me wrong is like, I'm not saying just do that shit for anybody. Like, why would I say that?
yeah, why
you know
would
what I mean?
you
It's
tell
like,
them account to anyone?
but this is my thing. And this is where niggas don't want to be accountable for your shit. if you've chosen your nigga, you picked him. Every woman in this room can have a selection of 10 niggas at their disposal at any moment. Every woman in this room, doesn't matter what you look like. You picked one nigga, you was like, that's my guy. Why not allow him to be the man in your life? That's all I'm saying. Like, if you chose him and you still having fear and you can't fully be committed to the relationship, who are you playing? You know what I mean? You're really playing yourself. Why did you pick that nigga?
Yeah.
That's all I was trying
Bree,
to
if
say.
you don't mind me asking, what's your relationship like with your father? I'm Oprah.
It's
Both,
tumultuous. I grew up similar to Renee, except for I didn't get like the doting. Actually, I remember the first time my dad ever even called me like pretty or told me I look nice. I was going to prom, and he was like,
Damn.
my mom was like, tell your daughter she looks nice, and he was like, you look pretty. And the feeling that I had from that, it was just like, I remember feeling so validated. It was
Really?
crazy. But we were like this. He taught me how to fight. He taught me, like, he literally taught me how to fight.
So y'all were
He taught
close.
we were very close.
Yeah.
growing up. I was a daddy's girl, and when he went to jail is when we like separated. So I was 12, but up until I was 12, I lived with him. He would do my hair before school. Like, he would actually follow me to school. Like, I went to school 2 blocks down down a block, and I would walk with friends every morning. And when I got old enough, he told me that he used to follow me, like walking just to make sure that I was safe and stuff. So like, he was definitely. And he didn't have his father around, so he wanted to be the complete opposite. Unfortunately, he got locked up, and then because him and my mother were no longer together, he kind of went a little MIA for a little bit, but then we met back up a few years later, and then everything was great. But now, unfortunately, because of my dad, he has mental health issues. I will say that. And he's never had a safe space to really work on those. Like, he's been in and out of the system literally his whole life, group homes to jail. Dropped out of 9th grade, but the most brilliant man that I knew.
I believe it. I believe it.
It's crazy. Not just street smarts. I mean, like, he knew shit. Like, he just like genius. And I'm like, people would say all the time that he's like lost potential or something like that. But long story short, last Christmas he cut me off. Like, he just decided that he didn't want to speak to me anymore. And it's not the first time he's done that to somebody in my family. He did that to my sister when she was 15 and didn't speak to her until she was like 25. So yeah, it's very up and down,
Yeah, it's heavy.
but the way that I learned to love was very much from him, and it's the reason why I was single until I was 27.
So you was 27?
Yeah, I'd never been in a relationship, and I had never even dated anybody. Like, I just didn't want to be with anybody, because if love was like what my dad had to offer, I didn't want it. Because I understood the way that I loved my dad, and I'm going to say this without, it's the tequila, without getting emotional. But the way that I loved my dad, I was afraid that if I loved any other man, if I even loved him a half of how I loved my dad, I would let him do things that I would just let him get away with things.
Right.
And I never wanted to let somebody like get away with anything.
Right,
I let
for
my
sure.
dad get away with everything.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
To answer that question, fuck him. Like,
long story
I
short.
love you, Daddy. I still
Thank
love
you for sharing. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, thank you
That
for sharing,
was
Brie.
super.
I feel like I ain't had no daddy.
I ain't had no daddy around when I was growing up.
That's why I'm wild and I don't give a fuck.
And I told my father the other day, maybe he was in my life, I wouldn't be gay. And you wouldn't allow someone else to molest me. You babysat me yourself.
Okay, no,
Yeah.
You know what?
It's my story. Can I tell it?
Yes.
Yeah, it is
Go
your
ahead,
story. It
Bopra.
is your
Go
story.
ahead,
Yeah,
Bopra.
Bopra.
What did he say
Yeah,
to
I
that?
feel like. What
Does
did
he
he say?
him being around? Do you think that would have prevented the bad things that happened to you as a kid?
I said that to troll him, but then it's probably true. If you was around to be able to watch me while my mother was working, right, instead of you running in the streets or whatever you did, like I felt like you could have babysat me or had me with you,
Right.
and
True.
Yeah,
the
because
family friend would have
not
never
just-
molested me for
yeah,
years.
it's not just the molestation. If not that, without him stepping in for certain things, other things could have happened.
Yeah.
Anything unpleasant for a child could have happened.
Yeah.
Like somebody not watching you, family
It's
members falling
abandonment,
asleep,
period.
family member falling asleep, you walking outside, like
Yeah.
it's just anything. So somebody being not present is just not.
It's detrimental.
never gonna be. No matter what it was, it would
Yeah.
never been positive.
Well
I'm
said.
just sorry you
well-
didn't have nobody
well
to protect
said.
you. I am
Yeah, I'm very sorry.
And as
What's
much
that?
as my relationship wasn't always good with my stepfather, like it was
Yeah, you give him
Well,
credit.
time.
I
There's
give him
times.
credit because
Yeah.
he shouldn't have to raise someone else's child also.
Yeah.
So, but I guess
That's a
he
big
was
job.
working.
Mhm.
I was taking $20 out his pocket every
I
day.
know that's
That's
right.
beautiful.
You know.
Stepfather
So
tax.
yeah, stepfather. Ooh, I like that. You did that
Ooh,
before.
Stepfather
No, I ain't never
tax.
have no stepdaddy, but if I did, I would have.
But I feel like my issues come from my mother and my father. Like they wasn't affectionate. I always share on the podcast. They wasn't affectionate. So I fall in love quickly, and I feel like now it's just like I've been saying this word. This has been the word of the day for the last 2 weeks with me. Security. That I never realized how important that was to me. Security.
It's a word.
To feel like you said, and that's one thing a Taurus is gonna do. They're gonna make you feel secure.
We're gonna make you feel loved,
Wow.
baby.
Yes.
That's the first
Yeah.
positive
because
thing I
that's
said
the
about
real
Taurus
word
in
for Taurus.
decades.
Yeah, that's the only way I know. As much
Got
my
some
mom
big
has
heart.
her my mom has her dramatic ways, but at the end of the day, she's affectionate, expressive, and loving. She's
Yeah.
a Gemini
Yeah.
also. Super affectionate.
Hey, one thing we gonna
Super
do, we gonna get that
And
love.
like, let me
Show
tell
you
you
some love.
something. I love
Show
my
that.
mama, but you see my grandmother,
Mm.
I'll do time
Her
behind
grandma's
that.
a Gemini
I
too.
know
Love her
that's right.
bad.
Oh,
She's a Gemini too. Love her
Yep.
bad, real bad.
So I definitely feel like
Shout out to Granny.
I hate the fact
Yeah.
that the
Granny
way
problem.
our
Yeah.
parents loved us, the way that our parents loved us affects our relationships now.
Yes.
And
It does.
so it's really great to hear that you said like, hey, this is how your father treated you. And he should treat you like that.
Yeah.
He should.
Right? Because now
Yeah.
you don't accept anything
Right.
from
Yeah,
anybody.
like-
And I
like-
think that's pretty
Anything less than what you deserve.
She will never
Yeah.
settle for the bare minimum, which unfortunately a lot of women do.
Of
At
course.
all, but like
Right.
sometimes
Happy.
it's to my it's been to my detriment sometimes, digging my heels in, feeling like I like, and of course you can't expect a man to just, oh my God, everything in the first
Yeah.
Right.
week you should just be Prince Charming. I just said that's what I thought. Like
Right.
21, like you in your prime, like bitch, what you talking
Not
about?
21 in the prime.
You in your prime, you be like, oh, you next.
So my next question to y'all is,
Ooh,
Wolf's, this is Wolf's outline.
Wolf's outline.
what outline is giving?
Do you have to teach a woman how to respect you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that's 100% yes.
Mhm.
Because if she doesn't know your boundaries, she doesn't know your triggers, she's gonna know. And one thing with women, I can
Gonna play in
confess,
your
we're
face.
gonna push them.
We gonna play in your face.
We're gonna push them. Depending on what our character is like,
Yeah.
our personality is like, we're gonna push them if we don't know.
Just to see how far we can
yeah,
go.
like,
We're gonna
but
test the
again,
boundaries.
it's up to like guys. You got men, like you said, they don't have a safe space to like
Yeah.
open up. If you don't tell me something is like, and they'll combat that with, well, you should have never said that.
Yeah.
But again, I don't know. Maybe a past relationship, me and him used to really like
Right.
go at each
Yeah.
other's throat. And I thought that's how you argue, or that's how you
Yeah.
kind of like talk back to your partner. But if you don't know what his triggers are, maybe something happened to him in his past that triggered something
Do
bad.
you
And I
know
just
your
think,
man's triggers right now?
yes.
What's two of them?
Oh,
I seen that look in your face, Renee. I seen that look in your face.
What's two of them?
Fear!
I seen that look.
That's a weapon. You
She
shouldn't be-
respects him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
real
She
bad.
respects him.
You can't tell me, yeah.
Come on, give me one.
I guess just don't go into detail. Just give
Yeah,
me
keep
Okay,
it light,
all right.
keep it light.
I'll tell you one. He's not a super. He's not an aggressive person, even though he's of course assertive and
Yeah,
strong, but not
right.
aggressive. But if you're just raising your voice and wilding out, he's not.
You're not
used
with
to that
that.
at all. Shut down. Like he'll tell you. So I'm telling you right now,
I don't do that shit.
I don't do that shit. And it's just like
Oof, I know
something.
that's right.
Something just. I don't know what it is, and because I love and respect it, I turn off completely. Like.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
Mm.
Oh, let me shut up. I'm
Like
I'm
shouting,
gonna be quiet. Oh,
just
let
all
me-
that hoopla. It's
Yes,
like we're
Daddy.
not gonna do that. And one petty thing he hates when people snatch things from him. He hates
And you
it really bad.
snatch.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I don't
Why
like
would
that
we
shit
do
neither,
that?
to be honest.
Like if
I-
we're
I
just
be
fussing over
smoking
something dumb,
and
he
you
has a
snatch
paper.
the blunt
Give me
from
that
me,
shit.
I'm be like,
He's like, don't snatch
I know you
anything.
didn't
Don't do
snatch
that.
blunt from me.
Don't do that.
He hates
Cause
it.
why?
And I don't. I try not to. Sometimes
I tried.
I forget.
Cause
and I'll
why?
just snatch his thing away. He's like,
know what I
it's
mean?
he thinks it's super disrespectful.
So how? Real quick, I have another question. Bree, low key, what's your man's trigger?
Okay, without being too detail oriented, we're gonna say trigger is how should I say this? It's just literally just me being around other men.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
That's literally a trigger.
Okay.
Which I don't. If I gave you the backstory, I feel
Mm.
like you would understand.
Okay.
But what I try to get him
Understood.
to understand, and what he has also urged me to understand is in a relationship is constantly learning and unlearning. You're going to be unlearning everything you learned from the past relationship, and you're going to be relearning what this new person needs. And it's a constant tug of war of trying to figure out, what do I use from the past that could be good, and what do I just completely get rid of and relearn? So, yeah.
What I can add to that in his defense or in your relationship defense is that your relationship is not for other people to understand. Exactly. If he doesn't like you being around other guys and you respect that, that's for y'all. That's for them. I know a lot of people be like, or females will be like, what? Okay.
My nigga said, I know you're
I'm still gonna do it, but I mean, he's just gonna.
But it's just like
he trusts me at the end of the day.
My nigga feels like I'm putting a persona up. Right. He says I'm putting a persona up for the. I was gonna come on the podcast to act like it was a whole different nigga, right? Because I done trashed this nigga. But he was like, "Why? You don't really fuck with me if you're not gonna really be you." So I was like, fuck, that's manipulation.
That's not manipulation. That's the truth.
So then he gonna say, I know your friends don't, because I'm just gonna tell my friends I fuck with the nigga again. Yeah. So he was like, I know your friends don't like me, or your friends don't care about the situation, so you're not gonna tell them everything. I'm like, nigga, stop reading me like a fucking library. So damn, tell me something else.
I feel exposed.
Right. So I know one of my triggers is one of his triggers that I do. I play victim really, really good. Some may call it manipulation. Some may call it gaslighting.
Or all the above.
I have it to a T.
Do you?
I have it to a T.
Because
I'm
you play on his triggers
actor
or what?
Do I play on his triggers? You know what? I don't really play with his triggers.
Question, is it intentional? Do you guys just be going back and forth and you just go there? Or it's like you think about it?
I really don't play with his triggers. But there's other guys, I used to play with their triggers just because I'm a professional.
Toxic.
I'm a professional. I'm not toxic. I'm a professional troller. You know, and then I had to learn recently, like, I need to come out that stage at 30. I shouldn't be doing this, you know.
That's the next series, 30 and over club. Right. That's where we stop being petty.
Yes. The more mature one.
Right.
So yeah, I need to. I do, and I'm all right. One of his triggers that I do is lie.
Okay.
And
you lie or he lie?
I lie all the time.
Oh, no. Billy!
All the time.
You lie all the time.
But it be dumb lies.
Oh, so and you know what's so crazy? They're not even mad. Like a tourist, we're not even mad about the fact that you feel like you did something wrong and you're just trying to cover it. Especially if the lie is stupid, it gets us.
But it wasn't a lie.
Thank you.
Because you're going to. It wasn't a lie. You asked me if I'm talking to people. Talking to people means like if I'm cuddling in the bed with you. No, I'm just entertaining.
No, but you're playing stupid. You know exactly what he meant by that.
Difference?
Talking means I'm trying to make you my nigga.
So talking,
entertaining is
talking.
You in my DM saying, and I'm telling you, I can't wait to link you. I'm entertaining you.
I don't know about.
I believe you should like when in that situation you'll be like, there's guys that entertaining. Just say that.
Entertainment. You watch porn for entertainment, right? That's cheating. Porn is a form of cheating.
I don't even know them people.
Some people feel that way.
I really do have a question.
Yeah.
If you
I don't know
are
them.
a man, right? And let's say like
I am a man.
Okay. No, I just said in general, not
if you a man. No, because no. Sidebar. You know what he said earlier? Wait, he said earlier. There was some screaming in the lobby.
Oh, yeah.
So there was like, I was like, Billy, you're not gonna jump and break that up. No, that's for the men.
That was him.
Every hour I identify as something new. Okay.
And you have that right.
Hello?
Okay. But as a man though, like if you are damn, I think I forgot what I was about to say. Go ahead.
It's okay, but before I ask Wolf his question, his triggers, I want to have a very toxic moment. My sister's in the podcast room right now, and she said getting head from someone else is not considered cheating. Clap your hands if you agree.
Not the one soul clap coming
getting
from
head is not considered cheating.
Explain. Get her on the mic. Explain.
On the mic.
You gotta explain.
Get on the mic.
Get on the mic, Fee.
It's not cheating because it's like,
cause how?
It's just entertainment.
Listen.
Not just entertainment.
I'm not even going to entertain this foolishness.
Because we are just entertainers.
I'm not even going to entertain this foolishness.
I'm not even going to respond to that.
No.
But if your girl got head, would you be okay with it?
I wouldn't care. Go ahead.
Wow.
What?
You guys are lit.
Now we're not in a relationship anymore.
Okay. So what she really meant was, it's okay, but if you, then I'm gonna leave.
All right. Well,
I'm not saying. I'm sorry.
What are Your triggers.
Like a boundary that shorty just cannot cross, can't push. It
I
could
think
be
I know.
something really.
Well,
Can't call you a bitch.
Oh, hell
that's
no.
that's
That's
beyond the
basic.
point. That's beyond the point.
No, because
'Cause he's
you know what's
leaving.
so crazy? It's not that detrimental to a lot of men.
Being called a bitch?
Yeah.
Oh, some,
sorry to hear
because
that.
they like toxicity. Those men like toxicity.
I'm sorry to
I
hear that.
swear. No,
Sorry to hear
like
that.
it's something I've seen with my own eyes. People arguing with their relationship. You
Right.
fucking bitch, fuck out of here, pussy ass nigga. Like,
Ooh.
and they just
Yikes.
That's
cool
not like a
the next
bro
day,
relationship.
kumbaya. That's
And
crazy to
goofy.
me. Because if I
mean-
could talk to my dude like that, I don't want to be with him. I don't want
Right.
to be with no guy I can speak to that way.
I would say my trigger is just being disrespected in general. Like, I don't think there's ever. I think some things is contextual. You know what I mean? Like, if we in the heat of a very passionate situation, you know, you let shit slide because that's what it means to be human. I'm not expecting nobody to be perfect.
Yeah.
But out of context, when things are not necessary, if you being short with me, lack of patience with me, being extra irritable with me, especially when I'm not conducting myself that way with you, it's not gonna rock with me. You know what I mean? Because I take it as disrespect immediately, because it's like, when you respect somebody, in my eyes, you will do everything to make that person understand that nothing will come between me and you. You know what I mean? Like, there's everybody else, but the way I treat you, there needs to be a premium on that relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there needs to be a
Again.
separation. So when I'm dealing with you, it's like, I need you to be so mindful that it's like, there's a way that I go about speaking to him. There's a
Yes.
way that I go about articulating myself with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he is the person that I've chosen. And that's supposed to mean a lot. That's supposed to mean
We're
a
gonna
lot.
make the Wolf Amendments.
Oh, that's a
Like
fact.
they
You can stroll out now in
got
feather
the 10
pen.
Commandments
Because
of
how you
Wolf.
should treat me, it should be a premium.
Premium.
Hello?
that
That
in the
premium
next rap.
package.
Okay, BT Plus.
Not BET Plus.
Okay, it should be a fucking
You better
premium.
treat me like your Zeus subscription.
Right.
BT Plus is crazy.
Thou shalt not wolf.
Oh.
No, it's thou shalt wolf.
Thou shalt wolf. Thou shalt.
All right, so the last question.
What we got?
Bree, you gotta come back. We supposed to do a whole mental
last-
health
last
segment,
question
and we
for real.
didn't do it.
Oh,
But last question.
No, that's probably gonna need it someone.
Yeah.
But
And we gonna record back to next month. But
when they leave, when the next people leave,
After this,
yeah.
8:40. I mean,
Can
no,
we just
45.
resume and
Listen.
act like it never ended?
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
Not Renee, like, I'm not saying, bitch, what?
all right, last
No,
question.
no. When I say
services.
no, like a Jamaican, like when we speak in a way, I don't mean like no. It's like like it's like
Means no.
no, don't mean no. It's different.
No, she just
Mm-mm.
listening.
It doesn't. It's not the same.
Oh, it means like
yeah,
bullshit.
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
know how,
No,
like,
not
New
like
Yorkers-
bullshit.
You know how like when New Yorkers be like, nah. They
Yes.
sometimes be like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Last question. So we're all professional podcasters.
Yes.
You are a
Yes,
professional
so-
podcaster.
I'm like, is that what we saying now? Like,
We are
Wolf
all
is a
professional.
Professional
Wolf.
podcast.
definitely
You
not a
are
professional.
on the.
Anyway, go ahead. We ain't got time.
No, don't piss me off now.
Ooh, not towards the end. Ooh,
Sure.
ooh, ooh.
Because you are third co-host on this show.
Right.
That's pretty much
honorary.
that.
Honorary.
Yes.
Give him
Honorary award.
How do we? And I know we speak on this public platform. I done trolled, right? And I done said shit that I might have that I'm still battling, right?
Yeah.
How do you, on your platform of your shows, right, talk about your relationships, but watch the boundaries? And you know me, I have no boundaries, and I'm working on it now, right?
Wait, how do we watch the boundaries?
How
Like
do
what
you-
y'all
How do
just
you
like
not
what y'all
just
just did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Honestly, like before having an outline
Respect.
helps because you can go through the outline. You can tell them. I usually talk. I don't go over the outline with him, but I'll typically tell him. He always asks me like, "What y'all gonna talk about?" or like, "What y'all gonna?" or what you filming today?" or da da da. So I'll tell him, and I'll be like, "This is what we're gonna chat about." And I'll always ask him, "Is there something you don't want me to add?" Or and then also I edit. So if there's
Right.
something that I ever say that's so crazy, I'll ask him, and if it's a problem, then I can
you nice.
remove it. Because here's the thing, if he was, because okay, I'll give this little tidbit too. He was offered the show Black Ink was trying. He's a tattoo artist. The show Black Ink was trying to get him right.
Mhm.
I look at it like this: if this motherfucker went on Black Ink and started saying shit about our relationship that I did
You
not
feel away
approve,
about that.
I would have a problem,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
that would be a conversation.
I would be on the show with him.
Oh, I'm gonna be on the show. No.
Yeah, but then, well, you know when they go in those
Feature
Fumble that
confessional,
bag.
and shit.
when they, for me, The
Don't play in my
boundaries,
face.
like when I ask him about stuff about the show, and like again, it's respect. That's
Yeah.
where we're gonna start with it, because I respect him on the level I do. There's
Yeah.
just certain things I just will not say, because like I don't want to sound corny, but there's really nothing bad to say.
Yeah.
Aw.
For real, it's really
That's
nothing
cute.
bad.
Oh,
Not bad shit
nothing
to
bad,
say.
nothing bad to
Yeah.
say,
Yeah.
but
just like
telling your business, like
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
I feel
okay.
like for,
Yeah.
the,
Okay,
for the
okay.
listeners,
There's a level of like, maybe I'm old school for this, but
Privacy.
you gotta keep that shit. You can't bring everything to the streets.
Yeah.
Like I tell y'all a lot.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like if y'all watching my show, honestly though, I tell y'all a lot. Like y'all know a lot of shit about me, but me
Mhm.
bringing my significant
Yeah,
other
they
into
didn't
it
ask
is
to-
different.
mhm.
Yeah, I come from like the era of like, if y'all have issues, y'all keep that shit in the house. Like nobody needs to
Facts.
know about it. Like my friends barely hear
Super
about the
facts.
shit of the issues that we have at
Yeah,
the end
that's
of the
true.
day. So that's where I come from. And also at the same time, a lot of people make it their brand to talk about their relationship.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's not a problem, whichever one you choose.
so do you
it's
think
completely okay.
I'm more open with mine, right? And
Right.
I'm not saying
And
I'm
we
gonna
love
fall
that.
back, but
Yeah.
you see, you said you
We
love
wanna
that.
hear
Right.
it, yes.
You want it. So when you watch a show, are you interested in? Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
What makes you interested in hearing it?
Because you specifically?
because it's a
Oh, yeah.
So we nosy.
Yeah.
Because
Niggas love
this
some tea.
juice.
So you don't feel like you're cheating your audience by not telling them something?
I don't believe, because I am
Nah,
not.
I show them.
Renee and Papa is not her relationship. I'm a whole
Ooh.
person. I'm a whole person.
I wish I could
I am
snap
not like I am not my relationship. I have so much to offer more than just talking
Right.
about somebody I'm with. So that's just the way I think about it. And to say like to go back to the first question that you asked about to watch the boundaries, how do I watch the boundaries? When we have conversations about the show, when I asked him, I was like, is there something? He said, I don't, not saying he doesn't want to hear. He said, I'm going to watch and enjoy it. I don't want you to be nobody but yourself.
Marry
I'm
him.
never going to say,
Marry
he's-
him.
I'm never going to say whatever. He said, whatever you feel like to say, because I guess probably is his way to see how I'm
Right.
gonna,
To test
how
you.
I am. He said, I don't want to put nothing in your mind to feel like you can't just express yourself the way you do on a
Mhm.
daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
Well, unfortunately, at the end, we need to do this mental health episode because
Oh,
one
we
day we
doing
sit
that.
here and we was just
Lock it
talking
in.
shit and yeah, but we need
I'll
a
be
break
back
from recording.
Thursday.
This was lovely.
We can't.
Oh yeah.
It was great
Yeah.
having you on,
Oh, it was
Bree.
Um,
My
So
first time
finally
sitting in
hang
with
out
you.
So thank you for tuning in.
Best friend.
Yes. And Wolf, as usual, Wolf of House
Oh.
Star.
Thank you.
If you want to see more of us and them, make sure you come into the live show on June 29th at City Winery in New York City. Buy your tickets now.
I know.
You can also do a meet and greet for additional $15, and you come an hour before the show starts, and you get to chill and vibe with us and get the vibe.
Okay?
You
You
know,
come and sit down and talk with us, drink with us, eat with us.
Yes.
And
Dance
see-
with us.
And you're going to realize that we are the exact same person when the
Pretty
camera's
much
not
worse.
rolling.
Yeah, worse.
Yeah, we worse. To keep
Yeah.
it real, we worse.
Yeah,
too.
worse.
I'm talking
Yeah,
about me,
worse.
Monica.
Yeah.
You're gonna come and meet
Way
all the
worse.
pod
Way
cousins and everybody
Um,
that sits behind the camera.
Yes.
You're gonna get to see all of them in person.
Get them
You're
little
gonna
shirts
put
that said Pod
Double
Family.
trouble, me and Billy.
Yeah. Oh,
names.
you want a
Get a
t-shirt?
t-shirt, yeah.
Wait,
Gabby's
hold
breaking the
on.
show.
Merch. Not for real. We need to get some merch going.
It's
Yeah.
probably being a podcaster.
Put the tour dates on the back. It's just one tour date.
One tour date.
One tour date. That's fine.
Thank you for tuning in to another great episode. Make sure you
Thank
like, comment,
you.
subscribe, tell a friend, and tell everybody to buy a motherfucking ticket. Later, y'all.
Thanks.
Bye.